Four seasons lost. In Austin, I saw pause. My eyes crawled to a table. Paralyzed by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear quick, ready from ear to ear. Craving and raining in grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Boom, boom, boom. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and you can hear my big dude back there, Ace. I don't know, somebody's walking down the street, so he's yelling and barking at somebody like Ace always is. He's the protector. But you know, when you're an 85-pound pit bull, I guess you can kind of do what you want to do, right? Like I said, welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. We're going to have, I think, Drew Henthorn from HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go Cowboys. Got you on that, didn't I, Drew? And then, of course, the hockey man, Ben Dillman. I think he's going to be joining us as well. Sent them both Zoom links. The Thunder, of course, lost last night. I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch the game. I went to the game or watched the game, and I went for a little bit, and I just didn't feel good. I still don't really feel that great. This weather's just, if you got sinuses, you'll know what I mean. I mean, I had that sinus drainage, throat's just raw as it could be. But anyway, the Thunder lost last night to the Heat, and once again, you know, I sound like a broken record because, you know, the lineups that he's putting out there costs us. And then you get SGA back on the floor, whomever, and then we have to fight all the way back. And I just don't understand what he is doing. I really, really, truly don't. I mean, the lineups, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you putting that group in? It's very hard to watch because you can see the frustration on SGA. Yeah, I mean, clearly he's going to be an all-star on our team. And, you know, if he goes somewhere else, that doesn't mean he's going to continue to score 30 because a lot of other teams, he wouldn't be able to do that. So it is a benefit to him to be able to do that, score and be an all-star game and make his mark. But playing against a lot of his Kentucky alumni, Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero, I think they were all together there, if I remember correctly, at Kentucky, or maybe Tyler came in. I think Tyler's the youngest, so I think Tyler came in after that. But I think Bam and SGA played together at the University of Kentucky for Coach Cal. But anyway, he may be getting a little frustrated with the losing part because I mean you sit there and I'm just like, as a basketball player, this is what, like I tell everybody all the time, basketball is the one true sport that you know if you're better than somebody. And you know if somebody's better than you. It's the one true sport if you know if somebody's better than you. Because you're playing against them. I mean, there's nowhere to hide. Either you can defend them or you can't. Either they can stop you or they can't. It's not rocket science. You know if somebody's better than you. You know if you're better than somebody. It is what it is. You know who can play and who can't. And when I look at this team, there's guys who, I'm sorry, they can't play. They can't play. And, you know, Poku is going through his little spell. He was playing really great. Then he's going through a spell where the last two games he did not score any points. But that being said, you know, you started Baisley last night, and I'm just going, Baisley can't play. We all know that. He does have his moments, but he can't. What are you doing? Why would you start him? Why would you even remotely insert him in the starting lineup? I mean, are you trying to put some tape on him so that, you know, he can look at him, he's starting to play? But really? I don't understand it. I don't understand what they're thinking. I don't understand what they're doing. at all. And I'd like to sit down and visit with them and go, what the hell are you doing? You know this guy can't play, this guy can't play. You know that. We can see that with our own eyes. We know this kid can't play. Or this man can't play. You know this. We've seen enough tape on him to know, hey, he can't play. He's going to have his moments, and basically does have his moments, few and far in between that they are. But you had a starting lineup that worked. You won 6 out of 8, and you went away from that. Then you try to go back to it for one game or two, and that's it. Really? If I'm winning 6 out of 8 games, I'm going to continue the status quo of what we're doing to win those games. Period. That's what I'm doing. I'm playing that group. I'm starting that 5. I'm playing this rotation of 8 or 9 of whatever I'm playing. That's what I'm playing. And I know that it's a long season. And I know you have to play other guys because the NBA is a long season. So you have to do that. But it's just very frustrating to me to watch what we do. And then when you look at the box score last night, it's just hard. You can see, and if you followed my show, you know that I do first half versus second half, so you can have a good feel. We ended up losing 110 to 108 by 2, and we had a lead. And then once again, Dort starts doing Dort stuff, and I just don't understand why the coaches don't. Look, we don't need you to start trying to score and go to the basket and do stuff you can't do. Part of my deal yesterday, I was talking about shot selection and understanding what your role is. And he just doesn't. And there's a guy who goes from a defensive player, that's what his role is, to all of a sudden, now he thinks he can score. And he did have a good game last night from 3, but the previous 3 games, he was 3 for 18. So, you from 3. And then at the end of the game, he's going to drive to the basket and try to do something. Dude, you are not a scorer, and I don't understand why the coaching staff don't do to him what they did to Trey Mann. They basically, after Trey shot those 24 times against the Clippers, he hasn't really played any significant time since. And he hasn't. And his confidence is clearly shaken, but, we could tell when the first part of the year what he was doing. Or this past summer, he's going to come out, he's going to shoot. Well, that's not what we need him to do. We have that. But he thinks he can come out there and do that, and the Thunder shut him down and said, no, you're not going to do that. Now, instead, they don't do the same thing to him. The offense should run through SGA first, then Giddey. Nobody else should touch the ball at the end of the last 3 minutes unless they're past the ball to and they're shooting a wide-open shot or they're cutting to the basket. Other than that, it should be SGA shooting every time or Josh and then passing off to a wide-open Dort or Dort cutting to the basket, making sure. But him trying to put the ball on the ground and try to dribble to the basket and come up with some sort of circus shot at the end of the game when his game is on the line, no. But the coaches don't do anything to it. I don't understand that. To me, get us a coach. We have a young, upcoming team. When we were just out there trying to do whatever, hey, G League coach, promote him, he's fine. But when we got him, we knew right away, we're like, what is this guy doing? As my guy Mark Long calls him, Mr. 2 minutes too long. But you can see in the three-point shooting, the Heat were 16 for 29 the first half, 24 for 56 overall, which basically meant they were 8 for 27 the second half. And that's when we came back on them and made that run. But you can't get down 20, you can't let a team go on a 20-2 run because of the people that you have in the game. It was just ridiculous who he started in the second quarter. But you can see 50%, 43% for them for the field. Ended up, we were 50-50, so we were there. But you can see, here's the key stat. They had 11 more threes than we did the first half. They ended up with 15 more threes for the game. But we ended up scoring them by 40 points in the paint. And part of my keys yesterday were very simple. Get out, get your hand in their face, shot selection. Those are the keys. And they didn't do any of that. And you got down. And then all of a sudden, the second half we did. And you can see what their shooting percentage was the second half because we didn't cut it out. And we can stop everybody but Tyler Hero. And I'm going to explain something to you all who, if you don't know basketball, when a shooter, well, here, let me get this back here. Where is that at? Damn, I lost my thunder. There's my Thunderbox score. When a shooter is shooting, okay, and he gets the rolling, it doesn't do you any good to try to come out late on him. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't do you any good. It really doesn't. And why is that? It's because when a shooter gets going like a Tyler Hero, he went for 35 last night. He was 9 for 17 from three. He had 27 of his 35 points was from three. His last biggest points, which was the biggest shot he made to win the game, to put him up 110, 108, was a mid-range. And they set a pick, rolled off, and Wiggins was on him, who's a good defender. He's not Dort. And they switched out, and he took advantage of it, made a nice shot. Aaron was there on defense, but he can't hold Tyler Hero. And Dort is the only one that possibly could, even have a chance, and they made a great deal getting him off of him. Which means what? We need a second defender. Somebody else who can defend. When they do the pick and roll, we can get out and defend, and we need to be longer. And Wiggins is really good, but he couldn't stop him. But anyway, my point is this. When a guy like Tyler Hero, who is streaky and gets going, it doesn't matter. He's like Steph Curry. It doesn't matter who you put on him. Doesn't matter what you do. When you let him get going, you're in trouble. And we can't do that. You have to get out on the shooters. You cannot allow open looks. You just can't do it. And for some reason, the Thunder, it's just frustrating to me to watch. It's frustrating for me to do a game, the post-game analysis when I'm sitting there looking like, this is easy fixes, guys. It's not hard. And then when we look at J-Dub, he is just ascending. He was the Rookie of the Year last month, and maybe he can do what Josh did and go for a 3-month-in-a-row run where he can be the Rookie of the Month. So we hopefully he can do that. Remember Josh, I think, won, 3 or 4, he's either 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 4 months that he won the Rookie of the Month in a row. So, but J-Dub is definitely one of those guys who can step up and do, and I love what he's doing. But now you have him in the starting lineup. And when you have him in the starting lineup, then what does that mean? That hurts your bench. J-Dub should never start. He should come off the bench. And why do we want him coming off the bench? We need somebody who can score. Get him in the game in the first half, in the first quarter, or middle of the first quarter, whatever. When it's sub, get him out, bring him back in the second quarter. But when you start him for the game and then turn around and start him in the second quarter, it's like, dude, I don't. And Oben Yuri, I like him. Why the hell is he's a G League player? What the hell are you doing starting G League player? For what reason would you start a G League player in the start a quarter? What reason would you do that? He is a two-way, he's a G League. You don't start G League players. What are you doing? It's frustrating to watch the Thunder and some of the things they make. But once again, our coach costs us 8 to 10 points every game. And last night they went on a 22 run before he even subbed. What part of they go on a 10-2 run? Oh, sub out, come out, bring the other guys in. But no, he didn't do that because that's just who he is. He stands over there and leans back and he's looking around like, dude, you're not, he's just not it. He's an assistant coach at best. He's not an NBA coach. And I've watched him for 3 years. And it's very frustrating for me, and especially these last 2 years, once I've really been doing the post-game analysis and I'm paying attention, it's even more frustrating watching what he does. But his lineups cost us 8 to 10 points per game, period. And it's probably a little bit more than that now. I mean, last night a 20-2 run. 20-2 run. Now, this is the NBA and it does happen. Don't get me wrong. It happens to everybody. It happens to Golden State. It happens to everybody. But Golden State aren't playing G League players. If you're a G League two-way player, you're coming off the bench, you're playing 6, 8, maybe 10 minutes tops, but 6 to 8 minutes is all you're playing. You're a G League player. If you're on the roster as an NBA player, you'd be playing. You are a G League player. You need to have G League minutes. You need to come in every now and then. Now, is he physical? Yes. Did we have him because their physicality matched? Yes. But he should not play more than 6 games. He damn sure should never start a quarter. This is not who he is. It's not what he can do. Understand what your players are capable of doing and put them in positions to make them succeed. That's what good coaches do. Now, Eric Spoelstra came up. He's an outlier because they brought him up and LeBron didn't want anything to do with him and wanted him fired. And D Wade was like, no, man, just get a boy, get a dude a chance. I promise you he knows what he's doing. And it ended up being one of the top 75 coaches in the league, or in all time in the top 75, because he's that good. He understands talent. He understands where to put people. He understands how the game flows. He understands all that. Our coach does not. Nice guy, I'm sure, but he's over his head. I just don't. Every game you can just watch it yourself. Every game he does the exact same thing. He starts people be like, why the hell is that? Why is he starting the quarter? The first thing is every game I have is get off to a good start every quarter. Second thing is limit the open looks, and then the third and fourth thing change. But for Miami, it was match their physicality and shot selection, and we ended up matching their physicality. We did not give we allowed them open look after open look after open look after open look, and at the end of the game, when the game's on the line, even SGA took a bad shot. And at the end of the game, you got to understand what you're doing and what you should be. But the last 3 minutes, SGA first should shoot almost every time. If not, Josh, and nobody else should shoot anything other than an open jump shot or cut into the basket to shoot a layup. You trying to take the ball off the dribble? No, absolutely not. There's only two people who should do that. That's SGA and Josh. Period. Ooh. Man, I'm sorry I'm a little fired up today. It just frustrates me because when I look at the Thunder, our team, we have upside. We have some talent. I can see us. We could be good, but we're being held back. And I promise you it's not a good thing. SGA can see it. And I can promise you as a player, you know who can play and who can't. You know who should be out there and who shouldn't. It's just very, very frustrating for me. In NBA news, Stephen Curry got hurt last night. He could be out a month. He hurt his shoulder. And when you look at the Warriors, they're 2-13 on the road, 14-15 overall. So they're 12-2 at home, which you got to be a good home record. And I think the Thunder are 5-7. You have to be able to defend your home court. But they're 2-13, and as I told my guy Drew Hinthorn of Husker Drew Picks, .com. I think a lot of that is the simple fact that I think that the Warriors, because of what happened between Draymond and Poole, when you're on the road, you're around each other more than you are at home. At home, you only see each other at practice, shoot-arounds, games, and so forth. But on the road, you got to ride the bus together. You got to be in close proximity to each other. You got to eat together. You're just together way more on the road than you are. And I think it affects them. The divide in that locker room is far greater on the road, and it manifests itself. And plus, they are getting older, but they're 2-13 on the road. NBA games last night, the Warriors, once again, on the road, lost to the Pacers. Steph got hurt last night. The Hawks lost to the Magic. I tell you what, the Magic, they got a nice little squad. They're not too bad. They're not great. They're still a little. They're on the bottom of the list, but at home they can win. At home they're in Orlando. Plus, there's a lot of distractions. A lot of distractions in Orlando. Pistons, Hornets. The Pistons 141. The Hornets 134. Pistons taking care of business once again. They are a weird team, and they're going to be without Cade Cunningham the rest of the year because of his surgery on his shin, which is weird. I just don't know how you hurt your shin like that. I still haven't quite figured that out. The Knicks handling the Bulls. Once again, the Knicks athletic as all get out. They're long. They're rangy. They can shoot threes every now and then. They're the worst shooting team in the league. But when they get hot, they can do everything. You can see right there about 128 points. You got to be knocking down threes in order to score that many points. The Kings 124, the Raptors 123. The Kings, scary team out there. They're still one of my top teams. Blazers 128. 112. Drew called that. He said the Blazers just going to kill them, and he was right on point with that. The Heat, of course, beat the Thunder. And I think he took The Thunder, I think it was 2.5. I think was the spread. I think he took the Thunder, and then he took the under, which of course was 223. So he took the under and the Thunder, and he won both of those. Both of those. Wizards, Nuggets. The Wizards, the Nuggets, 141, 123. Nuggets take care of business at home. Mile High is, not Mile High, but they're Nuggets. I mean, it's hard to win in Denver. It's the altitude. Until you've been there trying to run or trying to work out, you'll see why it's so hard. That's why the U.S. training facility is in Colorado Springs, or the Springs. That's what we call it. That's where you, when you go train to play for the USA, that's where you train at, is in Colorado Springs, the Springs. And that's where you train in order to get everything the way it should be. Get your body ready, because it's such light air. You have to train, and it's harder to breathe. And it's once you get used to it, it actually helps your endurance. The Cavaliers, the Mavericks. Clearly, they shot themselves. Every shot they could make, they clearly made against us, because they were shooting wide open shots. Once again, the Thunder not defending the wings. Last night was a perfect example as well. But the Cavaliers 105, Mavericks 90. Mavericks, something's not right with them. I just don't believe they have that second scorer that they need. They're missing, and they've got to have that. The Clippers beat the Wolves, which we pretty much called that last night. We knew that they were gonna be able to handle that. The Clippers are going to handle it at home, and as Kawhi says, he does not care at all about the regular season. He only cares about the playoffs. I was like, dude, you don't even play the playoffs. So, whatever, Kawhi. And then the games tonight, the Heat and the Rockets, 7 p.m. in Houston. So the Heat played us last night, traveling down to Houston to play the Rockets back-to-back nights. Bucks at the Grizz. We'll see if the Grizz can rebound. Pelicans at the Jazz. That ought to be a good one tonight. And then Suns at the Clippers. And the Suns are underperforming like you would not believe. And me and Drew Henthorne were talking about the Suns. Something's not right with them. I don't know what it is. Are they one of the top teams in the power rankings? Yes. But something is not right with them for whatever reason. And where is my power rankings? I need to do my power rankings. Mine and Drew's power rankings. Here they are. Here are our power rankings for the NBA. I've got the Celtics, the Bucks, the Pelicans, the Grizzlies, the Cavaliers, the Suns, the Kings, the Nuggets, the Raptors, and then the Nets. The Nets are starting to come on. Kyrie and KD are starting to play really good together, and so they're starting to come on little by little. Drew of HuskerDrewPicks.com has the Bucks, the Celtics, the Suns, the Nuggets, the Sixers, which I don't know why he's got. He needs to give me a new update, because I don't think he really wants the Sixers in there. Clippers, Mavericks, Hawks, Raptors, and Nets. I think he needs to revive this a little bit. I don't think that's those top two, but I think he's got the Pelicans. He doesn't even have them in there. They're leading the league in far as wins in the NBA right now in the West. So I think he's got to redo his list, because I don't think this is quite correct. Drew, you might rethink that, bro, and get out there and give me a new list. You hear that, Drew Hithorn? You need to give me a new list, because that you can't clearly defend that list right there that you have out there. There's just no way, bro. That's no. So that being said, let's take a quick break. I want to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic. And if you've got any needs for any computers, or you need a website built, or you need some software to help your office run more smoothly, they are the people that you need to talk to. My guy, Russell Williford, he can do everything that you need to do for that. SRB, if you have an engineering, surveying, or planning, they are the people that you need to talk to over there. Holler at my guy, Mark Long. He's on vacation right now. He and the wife, Maya. They're on vacay, but for this week. They'll be back next week. So anyway, hit them up. And then my guy, Jose Fierro at Oak Grove Trucking. He is the dude. Greg and Max Nafee. As always, they take care of me and support anything that I do. I appreciate everything that those guys do for me. And then YNB, last but not least, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They are an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC. You can pre-qualify online for any personal or business loans to buy property or whatever you want to do, they can do that. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. They can get all your Deals Plus or any needs that you have for that. I say pre-qualify, go online, get it all done. Walk in there and you can see Joe Horn, or you can see Nathan Taylor, or you can see Carson Wright. Come in there, your stuff's already done. Boom, here's your check. Whoop. First of all, sign on the dotted line. Now, here's your check. And then, of course, we want to thank them for their sponsorship for us so that we can go out and we can promote women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. And, of course, we've been to Cat's Tavern Monday night for the Monday night after the storm. Then yesterday we were at, was that Tuesday? We were at George's Happy Hog. Tomorrow, of course, we will I've had to get I got to get that fresh fade done tomorrow, so we'll be at the barbershop getting that done tomorrow, coming from there. So that being said, here's my boy Drew's picks. Finally sent those in there. Then he sent me a late deal for Seattle right before I was getting ready to get on air. That's why I was a little late, because I had to get that and come back and add that to his HuskerDrewPicks.com. The picks of the day. He's got the Heat -3, the Suns +2. He always takes the half out. If for some reason he likes to take that half out. Jazz +1, Grizzlies -2. I like the Heat at Houston. They should be able to handle that. But whether they'll be shooting the way they shot tonight or last night against us, I sincerely doubt that. The Suns +2. They've got to get going. They've got to get going. That's just ridiculous. But whether they'll get it done against the Clips or not, we'll see. The Jazz +1. You never know who you're going to get out of the Jazz. You really, really, truly don't. Grizzlies -2. And then, of course, tonight you've got the Niners and the Seahawks. And by the way, Drew, or the Seahawks, he's got the Seahawks +3. By the way, Drew and Ben, I'm going to get on camera right now. Gino's Pizza is closed. It's closed. It is not open. Okay? Well, now, of course, if those of you who watch our show, the Gino, we're talking about Gino Smith and Ben Dillman, our hockey guy, and Drew Hillthorne. They both are, Gino's Pizza. And I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you guys, a lot of you are old enough to remember, most of our fans are, I'm sure. Gino's Pizza, fantastic place. Enjoyed the pizza. It was usually really good. In fact, we had one down the street right there on 23rd, and Gino's Pizza was really good, but it is closed. It is not open. It is closed. Closed. I love ragging on those two because there's not a lot they can say about it, because guess what? It is closed. And then, of course, NFL tonight, like I said, you have the Niners against the Seahawks. Drew had Seahawks at +3. He must have bought out that half. And then, of course, the over-under is 43.5. And once again, it's on Prime Video tonight. If you don't have Prime Video, you got to go to, y'all know how to do it. Go to Prime, get it done, and go to Prime, and you'll be able to get it done. So check that out. It's a good thing. I guess Prime's got more. It's got a bunch of stuff that you can do there at Prime. I have Prime Video, and I had it before they even had football. I had the Prime Video on there. So once again, I say it's a good thing. It's and plus I think you got to. I don't know if you have to. I don't know if football is separate. If you don't want Prime, I think if you buy the Prime, you can get football in there with it, I believe. I don't know. I've always had it. It just comes out of my thing, so I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it just works for me. I think they need to get a different set and a different group of people on there as far as their what do you call it, their analysis group. I'm just not a fan. And now I do like Herb Street and Al Michaels, but all those guys they have on Andrew Whitworth and all that, I'm just like, man, y'all need to rethink that deal. Totally, we need to rethink that. I'm not a fan of what they're doing with that. But anyway, Niners and Seahawks +3.5 for that, I think, like I said, Drew brought out. I think he bought out that half point, and he just did the Seahawks +3. So, is that you, Drew?
That is, that line has dropped to 3. How
Oh,
we
it
doing
dropped to
today?
3, huh?
How we doing today?
Man, throat hurting like a mother, bro. That's why I left the Thunder game early last time. My throat was killing me, man.
I'll let you know it's not quite as warm as it looks outside today.
It's yeah. I went out there a little bit earlier today. I had to pick up the trash can and get it off the curb because today was
Yeah,
trash day.
yeah. Well,
So,
sorry I missed you at the game last night. What a game. That was a good game.
dude, what is up with his lineups? He tried it
I
that
don't
second
know, but
quarter. I'm
they
like,
waited until they got down 20 points to decide to start playing.
yeah, but Drew, he didn't sub until they were down 20 to 2. They went on a 22 run in
Yeah,
the second quarter. Then he subbed. I'm like, how about a 10-2 run? Why don't you sub then? How about a 9-2 or 8-2 run? You see these guys aren't playing,
yeah.
get them out of there. And I don't
So I
understand.
know that you've probably already kind of gone over the Thunder stuff. Sorry I wasn't on earlier, but I can tell you that their recovery defense on a skip pass is terrible.
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 Yeah,
I mean,
but
if when Miami would make one move, get into the paint, and that guy was wide open, and all they did was shoot threes last night.
well, the second half they were 9 for 27, so we got
Yeah,
back in the game. But uh,
sure.
but but the whole thing is who he has on the court, Drew. That's when that stuff happens. It's like your line. Look who you have lineup wise out there. Like Omen Yuri, he's a G League player. Why is he starting the quarter? G
Right,
League players shouldn't play more than 6-8 minutes a game. Period. They're only coming there to
right.
sub. They're not in there to play 20 minutes, 15 minutes. No. But anyway, he's not. He's a physical guy. He can't get out there and recover. But I'm with you. It was
Yeah,
very
I
frustrating.
thought SGA played great. I thought Giddy played great.
Yeah.
Poku had some moments,
He didn't score
but
again, by the way.
yeah,
He had some blocks though. He had a couple of blocks that were nice, but he did not score 2 games in a row.
yeah. He played all right on
Yeah,
defense,
he
but
did play good
Bam
defense.
kind of then Bam getting hurt there towards the end. I thought that I really thought they'd take more advantage of that when he twisted his knee there on that fast break. But I don't know.
He's Bam though.
What do you think? Do you think that was a foul or not?
That was a foul.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But you know what?
I thought they were gonna call it.
But you know what, Drew? What I said was on the show last night. What I said was that had that been SGA, they would have called him.
Yeah,
They would
I
call
think
that for
so.
SGA. They're not going to call that for Josh because he's
Well,
not.
and another problem is it's a terrible inbounds play.
Oh
I mean,
God, dude.
that's what you came up with.
Well, dude, how do you come up with an inbounds play before that, and you're throwing it to Dort? What? You
Yeah,
have the third leading scorer in the NBA, and you're going to use him as a decoy, and you're going to give it to Dort? Are you kidding me? And remember that
yeah,
ball got knocked out of bounds. Then they
yep,
ran the play with less time to SGA for him to do anything.
yeah.
I don't, dude. I don't understand him, Drew. I don't get him, man. I'm sorry. I don't get him.
Yeah, he doesn't really look like he's got much control of the team,
No.
and it's just one of those deals, man. I hope they can get it together because I think they got to. Yeah, I mean that's the second time I've seen him play live. Obviously, the first time, we had the Royal Rumble in the stands, so that kind of took away from the game. So, but this time, I was able to watch it with the girls, and they got a good young squad. They're not very big.
Nope, we're not big. That's the problem.
They,
The two things
yep,
we're missing: inside presence and shooters.
yep.
That's what we're missing. And
But I think last night with Butler doing load management or whatever the hell he did, I was kind of disappointed on that. I think that changed the whole game plan with Miami because all they did was shoot threes.
well,
They played got 4 in, 1 out.
but Drew, when you're wide open, when
Yep.
you're shooting wide, like I
I
tell
mean,
anybody, if you're
how
wide
many
open,
threes did they shoot last night?
let me see what was the final deal. I had it on there. It was. Let me see. Let me get to it. Where is it? They ended up being 24 for 56. They shot 56
Yeah,
threes.
that's got to be close to a record.
we were okay. Yeah, they were put like this, Drew. They were 16 of 29 the first half, which we couldn't. The second quarter, they had 10 threes in the second quarter. There was nothing we could. They were killing us
Yeah.
or whatever. So it was so. But the second half, they were 8 for 27 from three.
Mm.
But we outscored them in the
They
paint 60 to 20.
Jeez.
That's the only reason we stayed in the game. But a lot of that
Yeah.
is SGA, Drew.
Yeah.
Him scoring inside the paint.
Hero. What hero ended up with
9
last
for
night?
17. He was 9 for 17 from three. He had 27.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a big game for him.
35. Excuse me, he had 35.
Yeah.
But Drew,
He's a volume shooter.
he's a volume shooter. Once he gets going, the guys like that. Once they get going, you're screwed. I don't care who you put on.
The Robinson guy played well too. He
Yep.
made some big threes.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, Drew. We have no 3-point shooters, and this is my problem with the Thunder. You can't get in when SGA is in the game. He looks at, if y'all make a three, I'm gonna make a two. That's a 1 point. That's only 1 point. If y'all make another three, he's coming down, make a two. That's only a 2-point difference. When he's not, if they make a three, we come down, oh, we got to shoot a three. We miss. They come down, knock another three. Oh, man, we got to catch up. We shoot another three. All of a sudden, you're down 6 instead of 2. And these guys don't get it. And Dort trying to go to the basket with that reverse, whatever the hell that was at the end of the game. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? I mean, how bad did that look? It's like, what are you doing? Anyway.
Yeah, but on the whole, Miami played pretty well.
Yep, they did.
Their guards play about as well they can play, and we ran it to the end. Obviously, they were missing their best player, but that's a game where NBA you're getting 9 in, 9 out. You're not going to have all your players in this day and age.
You're not.
So I came away impressed with the Thunder and just what they're trying to do. And SGA's a monster. And
he's a monster.
Played well, and I don't know. I had a good time at the game. It was fun. Appreciate the commander, and we all had a good time. And it was fun watching the plate girl drop all the plates at the halftime. That's funny.
I wasn't there. I never watched halftime.
And then I almost saw it. I don't know what it is about that section, but then I almost saw a fight break out between a Miami fan and 4 Thunder fans because the Miami fans stood up the whole game.
Dude, see that kind of what a jerk.
He stood up the whole game, Matt. He was on the front row on the section over to the left.
That's
and all the way down on the front, right behind the TV camera, and he stood up the whole game.
Just being a jerk.
Oh yeah. And he was yelling at some lady, and they had to come down and break him up. It was good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm 2 for 2.
You're 2 for 2. Hey, Commander, we're gonna have to gauge Drew on his deal. Oh, that's right, because the last time that was me. When he trying to steal, was he trying to steal Amelia's T-shirt? Which T-shirt was it? Was it Amelia's?
It was Amelia's shirt.
Yeah, dude. What? I should have broke his arm. No, I shouldn't have. I take that back. I take that back.
But it was pretty funny though last night. That's what happens when you drink those. When the people in the stands drink those 44-ounce frozen drinks.
Yeah, who knows what's really in those?
Yeah,
maybe
Junkie
a little
punch.
moonshine in there.
Yeah,
but
mystery punch.
Yeah, but like I tell people, our team, dude, we're right there. We are right there. We've got a nice little group.
Couple players away. Chat will help.
We'll see.
Gonna give you some size.
We'll see.
We'll see. But you hope that he helps.
Yes.
I mean, he's the first round draft pick.
Second overall pick over Jabari. Yeah.
Yeah. So
see, I think Jabari helped.
We'll see what they do in the draft this year. I think they need to get another inside guy, and I think they need a shooter.
We need shooters.
So however they can figure that out.
Well, this is my thing. Like you and I talked about the other day. Hey, you kind of keep your team the way it is right now, constructed. You can't really do a whole lot, but you need another coach. He's not the guy. He was a great. Come bringing him up from G League when you're not trying to win. Give him some experience and see what happens. Great, that's fine. But now that you're starting to win, because like I told you, Drew, like that time we were sitting, it was me and Mark, and we were sitting right behind the bench. And these guys came, SGA and Josh were there, and the coach was talking. They're talking to each other like they're sitting over here. They're not paying one word, paying no attention to what he's saying. And then soon as basically whoever came out the game, the other assistant coach started talking to him. Josh and SGA both stopped what they were doing, Drew, and turned to listen to what he was saying. And I'm like, okay, so you don't listen to the head coach, but you listen to the assistant coach. That told me everything I need to know. And it's so bad as the guy behind me, he tapped me on the deal because he saw me taking notes. He goes, "Did you just see that?" I go, "Yeah, I just saw that." He goes, "Wow." I go, "Yeah, wow." That tells you everything you need to know about them. And like you know how to play basketball. Drew, you know if somebody can play or not.
Yep.
You know if they can play. That's the one sport you know. Hey, I'm with you every day in practice. I know if you can defend, and I know if you can score.
Mm-hmm.
I know what's happening. It's very frustrating. So hey, well, why don't we go back over your picks so you can kind of go over why you got everything.
It was a rough night on the old Ponderosa last night. I took one on the chin. Those tell you what, the Clippers got me last night, but I did win the Thunder under last night, which was nice.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. I even commented on that you got the Thunder under last night, and you actually picked the Thunder 2.5.
Yeah,
it was plus 2.5, and you'd have won that too.
Beautiful thing.
Yep.
Yep.
Heat -3. She's mad. He's mad now because this dude just walked a pit bull right in front of the house, so he's not happy about that. Talk about Ace. He didn't like that our guy walking a pit bull in front of us. You had the Heat -3 tonight against the Rockets.
Yeah, Rockets are terrible. I'm sorry. I think that's a fluke, and I think the Heat should carry a little momentum. They're not traveling very far. They probably got into Houston pretty early.
Yes, it's a 30-minute flight.
I assume that. Yeah, they got in there early, and then Rockets aren't any good, so I look for the Heat to extend and play good defense against the Rockets and probably win that game.
It's an hour flight. It's 30 minutes to Dallas.
Yeah.
Suns +2. They need a W. They need a W.
They need a W. Yeah, and the Clippers. I'm not betting on the Mets 3 nights in a row, so they're not doing it.
Then you got the Jazz at home tonight +1.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see what's going to change 20 points wise. I mean, they're basically running it back. I'm going to take the Jazz at home. Pelicans 2 nights in a row. Was that 2 out of the last 3 nights to play at the Jazz? I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. I don't see it. I think that's a tough spot for them.
Yeah, it is.
They're probably ready. They're probably ready to get out of Salt Lake City too.
I would. Yeah. I'm not a fan of Salt Lake anyway.
No.
Grizzlies -2.
Yeah, so Grizzlies are 3-1 last 4 games against the Bucks at home, and their last meeting they beat them by 24. Kind of been a house of horrors for the Bucks at Memphis. So I'll take the Grizzlies, and then hopefully get to watch them play here Saturday night.
Yeah, dude, isn't it crazy how you put certain teams you play on the road? There's something about them that's just whether they have your number or it's the gym or whatever, it's just ridiculous. And then tonight,
on the college side, there's absolutely nothing tonight.
No, college, there's nothing. Dude, I'm just not even going to talk about college until after the first of the year. Because it's just nothing. I mean, there's really no good games until the conference
I'm looking
starts.
Friday night. There's nothing Friday. Let's see what we got this weekend. Surely there's something this weekend. North Carolina, Ohio State, Saturday afternoon. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, there's some good games this weekend. Good game Saturday. You got Indiana and Kansas. That'll be a good one.
Oh, that'll be good. Is it at Kansas? Or
yeah, that's at KU. Let me make sure that's not on a neutral floor. I don't think it is. Oh, that's Allen Fieldhouse. That's a hell of a game right there.
Oh, now that may
that's
not
early.
Be bad.
That's 11 a.m. start. Gonzaga and Alabama. That's another good game. That's a noon start.
Yeah, but dude, we got to do? You and I got to make a trip to Allen and hang out with our boy Bill.
We need to go this year.
Yeah, we need to do that because Bill's on my case. You don't ever come to Kansas. Man, why the hell I want to go to Kansas? Ain't nothing in Kansas for me,
you got Indiana. You got Indiana, Kansas at 11. You got Alabama, Gonzaga at noon, and then you got Houston at Virginia.
Oh, now that's
number 5 versus number 2 at 1 o'clock.
So there are some games. So there are some good games finally.
So we'll do tomorrow. We'll do some Saturday picks.
Yeah. Tomorrow we can do something because I'll be done. I'll be done at 12:30 on Saturday, and I don't have anything.
And then then you got UCLA at Kentucky at 4.
Oh man, you got everything, don't you?
Yeah, there's a good slate of basketball
What do you
Saturday.
got for tonight? What do you like about tonight?
Tennessee, you got Tennessee, Arizona at 9:30. Another good game.
What do you like about tonight?
Man, I really like the Seahawks tonight. I think it's a tough spot for Purdy, even though you like Purdy and he may be a serviceable quarterback.
Yeah, it's serviceable.
But you're talking about playing the late game on Sunday. You get Monday off, Tuesday walkthrough, Tuesday's your practice day, Wednesday walkthrough, and then you're on a flight to Seattle to go play in the cold at night in probably the toughest place to play in the NFL.
Well, hey, it's cold in the Bay Area at night, bro.
I know, but it ain't Seattle cold.
No, it ain't Seattle cold, but it ain't that. They're not that far apart, though, bro. It ain't like it's.
It ain't like
it's not like Tua going to Buffalo.
I'm just saying I don't like the spot for Purdy.
Yep.
And how we have one day to prepare, and Seattle's a good team. I mean, they're not a joke. They're 7-5. What are they? 7-5?
Yep.
8-5.
They were 7-1 at some point, or 8-2 at some point, or 5-2 or whatever.
And that is always Seattle's biggest game of the year.
Yep.
That's their biggest game.
It's gonna be a good game.
That's it. And it's gonna be raucous in there tonight. Big game for Seattle too. That they need to win that game for the playoffs to keep that home field. And so I look for it to be a good game. And I don't really agree with High Stick Harry. I think it may go under.
Yep, I agree with you on that. I think it's going to be under. I don't think it's going to be high scoring. Okay, Drew. Now
I think if it goes over, Seattle's not winning that game. They need to be 17-14, 20-16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, we did our power rankings, bro, and I had to change mine up. I couldn't leave it the same. I've got the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Niners, the Bills.
Oh my goodness. I
don't really think the Eagles are, but they got the best record, so I stuck them in there.
You realize Dallas beat the Bengals with a backup third
dude. That was the second. That don't count. That ain't now.
Okay, well,
there's no way that Dallas can beat Cincinnati right now. No way.
Oh yeah, they would.
No way.
They beat them again.
Dak is just anyways. Number 6 is the Cowboys.
I mean, I'm gonna get you a player haters card, player haters degree.
Dude, it is what it is. I got the Vikings 7. See, I got the Cowboys in front of the Vikings.
Did I lose you?
You hear me? Drew, you hear me? Did I lose you? I lost him for whatever reason. I don't know what happened to Drew. But I put the Cowboys in front of the Vikings, so he can't be too mad at me. You know what I'm saying? But of course it's Drew, he'll be mad at me. He'll find some other kind of way to be mad at me for whatever reason, because that's what Henthorne does. He gets all mad at me because I don't think the Cowboys are all that. I'm sorry, but Drew, it is what it is. And of course, I think Drew cut me out because he's mad because I have the Eagles up there and I have the Bengals in front of his Cowboys. I think he's all mad.
I got you.
There you go. You're not mad. I've got the Cowboys in front of the Vikings, bro.
Well, I hope so. Good Lord.
Then I have the Ravens. I have the Ravens at 8, Dolphins at 9, Chargers at 10. This is what you have. You have the Chiefs, the Bills, the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Niners. Then you have the Dolphins, the Vikings, the Titans, the Bengals, and the Ravens. I can't even put the Titans in there anymore.
I'll take those the Dolphins, the Titans, and what was the other one?
You have the Dolphins, Vikings, Titans, Bengals, Ravens.
So I'm gonna get the Dolphins and the Titans out of there, and I'll move in the Chargers. And I'm going to move the Vikings down, and I'll keep the Ravens probably right where they are.
Oh, you going to keep the Ravens where they are?
Yeah, keep the Ravens where they are. I'm going to move the Chargers into that slot. And you know what? I might actually put the Redskins in there at 10.
You're just not going to call them the Commanders, are you? You're just not going to do it, are you?
No.
Oh, I say, where's my boy Ben? We need Ben. Where's Ben when I need him?
The Redskins are showing me something there, and The Chargers, I think need to be in there. I'll definitely, and you might throw the New England at the
I
back
tell
end
you
of that
what,
too.
listen. I tell you what. Tomorrow, just send me a new list for your deal. All right. Just send me a
Yep.
new one for tomorrow. And then the NBA power rankings. I have the Celtics, the Bucks, the Pelicans, the Grizzlies, the Cavaliers, the Suns, the Kings, the Nuggets, Raptors, and Nets. You have the Bucks, Celtics, Suns, Nuggets, Sixers, Clippers, Mavericks, Hawks, Raptors, and the Nets.
Pretty good squad right there. I mean, I'd probably move down those. Repeat my top 5 again.
You got Bucks, Celtics, Suns, Nuggets,
Yep.
Sixers. Get the Sixers out of there.
I'd move the Suns down behind the Nuggets and the Sixers right
You
now.
keeping the Sixers in there?
You got to keep the Sixers in there.
You still have the
They're
Mavericks in there. You have the Mavericks in the top 10. The Mavericks?
Yeah.
Drew, the Mavericks?
Yeah. It's kind of like you and the Vikings and the Bengals.
Is that what it is? Unbelievable, bro.
You have the Vikings ahead, Bengals ahead of a team that got beat by.
Dude, that was in the second game of the year. Joe Burrow wasn't even. They're what, 8-1 since then, 9-1, 9-2.
I mean, what are you gonna do when Dallas stomps a mud hole in Philly in 10 days?
Dude, I'm not gonna be upset about that. Drew, I'm not gonna be upset if the Cowboys win.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not. I have the Eagles in there because the Eagles are 13-1 or 14-1, whatever they are.
12-1,
whatever they are. You know what I'm saying? You got to stick them in there.
And I did.
Now, do I believe that they can beat the Bills, the Chiefs, No, I don't. I don't even know if they can beat the Cowboys. But as it stands right now, yeah, you have to put them in there with one loss.
I mean, it's going to be a hard fall for those Angry Birds when they get beat Christmas Eve. Just think about that. About 6:30 on Christmas Eve, they're going to get pummeled,
dude.
And then they're going to have to go into Christmas mad.
Dude, this weekend,
you're going to see all these videos about Eagles tearing down their trees and punching their TVs, and it's going to be an ugly Christmas day.
I would tell you, you know what I found? What I see all the time. There's two things I see all weekend. Is that you, Ben? Are you there?
Yeah, I was giggling on the back there.
Okay.
I was thinking of Four Christmases. I was thinking of that scene. Yeah, it was. You're having a big old shit sandwich for. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, you too. Anyway,
just think of the TikTok videos you're going to see of these Eagles fans punching their TVs and
can't wait for the compilation.
Ruining Christmas.
Hey, there's two things that I see all weekend at these basketball tournaments. Eagle jerseys and TCU shirts. I'm like, oh, you went to TCU?
Oh, yeah.
You went to TCU? I didn't know you went to TCU. I've never seen you in anything TCU. All of a sudden, you see TCU and you see Eagles gear. I'm like, dude, I've been watching you for a year. I didn't know you were an Eagles fan. One guy comes in there. He's got an Eagles.
Jeez.
He's got an Eagles jacket on. You know, like one of those. Remember those old starter jackets?
Guaranteed like an 88
Yep,
starter
had a starter jacket.
Ooh,
he had the Eagles
love
hat
those
on.
jackets.
He had. I'm like, you're an Eagles fan. Oh man, fly Eagles, fly. Wow. Okay.
We been flying.
I don't remember you wearing that last year. I mean, it's unbelievable, dude. Them and TCU
I mean,
fans,
just think of it. They're going to be opening their presents, and they're going to be a 12. They're going to be a 13 and 2 stacked on top of it.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
No.
It's unbelievable, man. It is.
They're going to get their new Eagles gear on Christmas Eve after they get one. Just hand it to them.
Dude,
it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
It wears me out, man. It wears me out. But, hey, well, Ben, let's get to our NBA scores, and then we're going to NHL scores. Then, Drew, we're going to come back for our Mount Rushmores because we have two more to do because we did basketball and we didn't do the rest. So, anyway, in scores, the Canadiens lost to the Senators. Dude, how are the Senators? That's a funny name. 3-2.
Yeah, I do kind of like the little logo. They kind of have like that 300 look to them a little bit. But Sens sneakily won 3 in a row. Not something I watched. Both these teams slowly staying in the mix.
Yep. The Wild, I love that, over the Red Wings, 4-1.
All right, I don't know if you remember me talking to you guys about this, but the New York Rangers traded Ryan Reeves over to the Minnesota Wild. And I told you guys that they're trading away their personality. I told you about a month ago. Ryan Reeves played a younger team last night with no heavyweight. This guy ran around with nobody to answer for. He had 2 massive hits. He had a fight. He did he flexed on guys. he was out there just running around doing whatever he wanted. The whole Red Wings were scared last night. It was kind of a I mean, it was embarrassing. I'll send you them videos over here in just a little bit. But yeah, I mean, the Revo gave the Wild that shot in the arm they needed, and they've been buzzing right now. 4-1. It was a good win for them.
Okay, then you have the Canucks 4-3 in a shootout.
Yep, that was nice. That was actually on TNT, which was good. Another good game for the for the NHL putting on shootout. That's good. Everybody loves seeing that. But yeah, the Flames still they needed to steal a point there, but they ended up losing one. But at least they got one of them.
And then man, we got a full slate tonight. You got the Blue Jackets and the Lightning.
Yep, Lightning 3 wins in a row. I like them puck line tonight. Big, it's big points for the Bolts right now. They need to keep rolling.
Yep, the Kraken against the Hurricane.
Yep, this will be a great game. Both these two teams are about the top two in their respective divisions, so this one will be a close one.
Stars, my Stars, they're playing the Capitals tonight.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, do not let Ovechkin score on your Stars because you guys will be on every single highlight reel that he ever has for the rest of time if you guys get scored on tonight. So hopefully he doesn't score, but we'll see.
I think he'll score. The Kings against your Bruins at home in Boston.
Yep, we need some points. We need to hold off these Leafs.
Yeah, the Leafs are coming. They play the Rangers in New York.
No losses in regulation in their last 14 for the Leafs, but the Rangers are on 4 wins in a row. Hopefully they can get one. It's at MSG, so this should be a good game. I expect the goaltending to be pretty high in this one.
Yeah, Ducks and the Canadian. Man, that's going to be a good one. The unlucky Ducks.
Yeah, the Ducks need to sell the farm. They just need to whatever contract they have. They signed they weren't expecting to be this bad this year. They signed a couple 1-year contracts of guys that were pretty heavy. Yeah. They weren't expecting to suck, and they suck.
Well,
Drew need to get rid of everything they got right now.
Drew loves that name. He loves the Ducks, man. That's Drew's favorite team. It's his second favorite team.
He Ducks.
The Flyers at the Devils.
Yep, Devils on the schneid right now. I believe they got 3 losses in a row. I don't see them holding on to that first spot in the Metro division that they're in right now. You can mark that down. I know they went on a huge strike, but I'll just start it off in the beginning of the year. But I really think that they're going to just slow it down. I think they're going to kind of grind into the playoffs very slowly.
Yep, Penguins at the Panthers.
Yep, Pens game, 6-game win streak for the Pens. This is a prove-it game for the Panthers. So if they can knock off these Pens, I mean, the Panthers and the Panthers and the Flames are kind of right in that same spot. They are the ones that they're 2 teams. They traded their big boys back and forth, and both these teams can't get it together anymore. We'll see.
The Predators at the Jets, Jets, Jets.
Yeah, the Jets have been looking pretty strong. Both teams are on losing streaks, so at least one of them will change that around tonight. I don't see the Preds making the playoffs at the end of the division, but that Central Division is so damn weak. The one that your Stars are in, they might sneak in, but I'm not sure.
G Knights. Is that G Knights and Blackhawks?
Yep, Golden Knights and the Blackhawks. The Hawks are 1-8-1 in their last 10. Golden Knights need a big, these are these teams that you got to beat up on if you're going to get, if you're going to stay in first in your division and stuff. You got to beat up on the Blackhawks right now.
Yeah, they are. And the Sabres and the Avalanche.
Yep, those Sabres, pesky Sabres, they're at the bottom of the division, but they don't seem to go away. They're still barely under 500. So, I mean, they still got a shot at the playoffs at this moment. But they're that tough battle. They're kind of like the Yotes, kind of like the Thunder. They're the team that you don't want to play. That they're gonna battle you every night for every single point you want.
Yeah, Blues, Oilers.
Yep. Drew's Blues. But I know.
Blues.
This is if you're gonna beat the Oilers, this is the night to do it because they don't have much depth right now. But if you got Drysdale and McJesus rolling just like they were the last couple nights, it's gonna be a very tough one for the Blues. Maybe Bennington can get a win in net, but we'll see how she goes.
Okay. Well, then down our Mount Rushmore, okay, we have our last 2 left. We have hockey and we have baseball. And in hockey, Drew took Gretzky, Lemieux, Messi. It's not Messi. It's Messier. Well, Messier. And Bador. And you took Gretzky, Ovechkin, Bador, and Lemieux. And I took Gretzky's, Lemieux, and Ovi.
Yeah, so I was calling my dad, and I was talking to him about this. This is a couple weeks ago, and I was saying, Dad, I can't put Gretzky on the list. He goes, yes, you can. In 95, 96, we went and watched him in St. Louis. So I said, all right, shit, he's going on the list.
Oh, wait a minute. How old were you? How old were you in 95, 96?
I was 3 years old.
Oh, my God. Drew, did we give him that? Drew.
Yep.
Did we give him that one? We can't give him that one, Drew, can we?
Got to.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
No, you can't.
Got
He
to.
was 3. He was
Got
3.
to.
You don't remember?
He wasn't going to go on
Oh,
my list.
my
Dad
God.
said, no, son, you saw the great one. He goes,
Really?
I took you to go see him.
Really?
So I said, all right. He's on the
Really?
list.
Ben, you taking that?
Hey, he wasn't going to be on.
Dude, I'm gonna
But
talk
then-
to your dad. I need to talk. When I see your dad, we're
You
gonna
need
have
to.
to. We're gonna. Hey, by the way, Drew, we got to go do a foursome with Ben's dad
Oh, yeah.
on golf.
Okay.
You and
Cigars,
I
yeah.
against those two.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
You and
bring
I
it.
against the Dillmans.
Hey, Dad's a stick. Good luck.
And
Hey,
then,
I got my game's getting dialed in. I'm telling you.
yeah, we'll be on it, Ben. And we're not gonna play in Lawton though. He's got to come up here and play a real course.
Oh, he will. He will.
We're
He'll
not
do that.
going
We're not
down there.
playing out on the. We're not playing out on the concrete.
No, I agree. He wouldn't want to either.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, that course is turning its corner around. Come on, guys.
Yeah, whatever, dude. We ain't going for none of that. Then baseball, Ben, you have Mariano Rivera, Jeter,
Yep.
Ortiz, and Griffey. And Drew
Yep.
has Bonds, Gwynn, Maddox, and Chipper. Chipper Jones is not on the mound.
Yeah,
What, Drew?
chop,
Oh,
chop.
my God.
Oh, Chip.
Oh, my.
Hey, come on. Who's better?
You
better
have
at the
two.
third
You have
bag?
two
Don't
Atlanta
say Mike
Falcons.
Schmidt. Do not say Mike Schmidt.
No, but third base, I'm gonna take Brooks Robinson over Clipper Jones.
I never saw Brooks Robinson.
Oh, that's right.
roll down
Oh,
the
never
plate.
mind. You're right. My bad. I forgot how old, how much older I am than
mean,
you two.
I
So.
saw him on ESPN Classic or MLB where what happened.
Oh,
Brooks
wow.
Robinson.
Wow, I set
on.
myself up for that one.
Come on.
And then mine, you can tell mine is old.
I mean, it was black and white. All I saw was some black and white grainy videos. Yeah.
Wow. Well, mine is real old because I've got Aaron, Mays, Bonds, and
Yeah.
Griffey. So
Yeah,
mine
you're
is
showing your
really
age with
old.
that one.
Mine's really old.
Yeah.
Mine's really
Showing your
old.
age with that one.
But, anyway, I got the greatest 5'2" player in the history of the game, Willie Mays. So forget all what y'all talking about. Y'all don't know what y'all little youngsters, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. So I'm done with both of y'all. Is there anything you two want to talk about, you two little youngsters? Anything else y'all want to talk about? Because y'all are both scrubs. By the way, Drew, I'm going to bust you up.
Hey, like I said, there's not a whole lot of action tonight on the college side.
No,
but
it's really
there's
not.
4 pretty good games in the NBA, but this weekend I'm gonna have you guys dialed in tomorrow. There's some great slate of games, both NFL, NBA, and NCAA basketball this weekend. So be looking for HuskerDrewPicks.com to make a massive comeback. Took one on the chin last night, but if you play the odds, it's gonna happen. So
Well, what are you about?
HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go
Hey,
Big
Drew,
Red.
Drew, what are you about, 65%?
Yeah, closing in on that. It's pretty close to that. It happens though, man. I mean,
Well, no, I'm talking
Yeah.
about. I'm talking about since we've been doing the show.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because this is 151st show today.
Boy, that's almost.
That's
like
a lot. That's a lot of shows. That's a lot of shows, bro. A lot of shows.
Other than myself.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so it's pretty good. And we got Ben, with about 10.
There you go. Hey,
Ben is way back there.
Hey, I'm starting to learn a lot about hockey. Ben's got High Stick Harry's got some good info.
High
so.
Stick Harry.
Legend.
High Stick Harry. That's hilarious. You two,
I love that one.
y'all two,
Yeah.
bro romance is ridiculous. So, but yeah, Ben.
That's
Hey,
what
till
he
we
comes
get
up in
all
my phone. High Stick Harry. I mean,
Hey,
you can't
Now,
forget
hey,
that.
by the way, next Monday night we will be at Cats doing the show again live. The post game analysis after the storm next Monday. We'll be at Cats again doing the show
they
live.
playing Monday?
Bulls. Oh no, they play
Oh, that's a
Portland.
good game.
Was it Portland?
Portland, okay.
They play
Oh,
Portland.
Dame time.
Well, see, the
time.
problem is we play Portland Monday and Wednesday. I don't want to go watch them twice. I'll go to the Wednesday
Better get
game.
him on Monday because Dame will get him on the back.
Well, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want to watch them back to back. I don't want to go to Thunderdome and watch them back to back. I don't like the way the NBA has scheduled those teams where you play teams back to back. I just saw you. I don't want to see you
That was
again
the
2
point of
days
that.
later. I mean, it's not like the playoffs are completely different because my mindset is different. But during the season, I don't want to see you back to back.
Yeah, well, the
Right.
NHL will do that, but they'll do a home and an away. So, like, you might play like the same team, but at least you're playing in front of the other crowd.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So, like, you're not. That's kind of what they've been doing. But other than that,
They're trying to cut down on the travel. I understand that.
yeah.
But bro,
I
I don't
mean,
want to
let's
see
go
you.
cry
I don't
about
want
it.
to see you
You
2 days.
know?
I'm just not interested in that.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
really not.
let's go
I'm not
cry about the
interested in that.
travel.
And I think that's
What
going to
whenever
hurt.
I saw some of the games, and I was like, well, they're going to be resting you guys. They're going to, and then guys are getting hurt. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Okay, so we didn't talk about this. Drew, did you send me the deal about who would be playing who, that the Patriots would be
Yep.
playing? Did you send me that? The
Yep.
Cowboys would be playing who?
Cowboys be playing the Seahawks.
Seahawks, right? In Seattle, right?
If it ended today,
Yep.
Yeah.
If it ended today.
How do you like that
I'd love that
matchup,
for the
though?
Cowboys.
I like it. I like it a lot for Dallas.
Me
I
too.
mean,
I
I'd
like
much rather
that.
play the Seahawks than I would. Although now with Purdy at quarterback, I may change my mind because Geno's Pizza might be delivering.
We'll see. He's not delivering. Like I said, beginning of the show, when both of y'all were not on.
Because
Okay,
Purdy's not playing, right?
But San Fran's at Minnesota if it ends today. So, and then that would tell me that San Fran would be at Dallas. If they both won. So.
You mean Dallas will be at San Fran? The 49ers
so.
49ers are going to win their division in the West.
You think so? This doesn't have them winning the division.
They played the night. The night will determine the division.
Oh yeah, definitely give me Geno's Pizza then.
Oh,
dude, give me all over Geno's Pizza.
Hey, like
tonight.
I said before, y'all both got on.
Pepperoni.
I told all our great listeners that Geno's Pizza used to be really good, and it used to be in Oklahoma City, but it has closed. The door has closed.
I don't know.
So you and Ben, the doors are closed. Geno's Pizza is closed. It's over.
I'm gonna give you one here. Just a little tidbit. I'll tell you one that's gonna be nice tonight is first quarter line. Geno's Pizza minus a half a point.
Ooh,
there it is.
It's like that's like plus an extra slice almost.
Oh, is it? Oh my God!
Free delivery.
Plus an extra slice.
Yeah, 10% off. If you order two.
Ben, stop it. Stop it, Ben. Stop it.
The first quarter. That's what I make sure. Oh yeah, plus a half a point. So plus a half. Geno's Pizza.
Hungry already.
Oh, whatever, dude. So I'll be seeing
quarter.
Ben. I'll see you tonight. So we'll see. We'll see where you're.
All right, boys. You guys have a good one, yeah?
No, Ben. I'll be there. I'll see you tonight, Ben. So we'll see where your head is at. I'm gonna be on you all night long about Geno's Pizza.
You better.
I'm gonna yell you about Geno's Pizza. And if Drew, you was there, I'd be on you about Geno's Pizza anyway. So
yeah, I can't wait. I'll be full after the first quarter. Won't matter after that.
That reminds me. Are you doing a party at your house for the Cowboys Eagles, Drew?
No, it's Christmas Eve.
Oh, that is Christmas
during the middle
Eve.
of the day.
Oh yeah.
I'll be at the Parentals.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you and Rick will be high and flying right there, won't you?
Yeah. High ball Harry.
Dude, high stick Harry.
No, I'll be
Harry.
performing my Four Christmases act.
Well, Ace and I'll be hanging out and having fun. That's what he and I'll be doing. We'll be trying to find somewhere to go drink.
I'll bring you a plate.
Hey, Flips is always good on Christmas Eve. It's a staple.
Yep. I always do that at night. So then the Friday before, or whatever the Thursday, the 12 Days of Christmas, that where Shannon hangs out. Every time I go to that, Shannon is the Santa. He gives me coal. Every time. Well, I take that back. One time he gave me a basketball that was one. You know those cheap outdoor basketballs. You know what I'm saying? I said, "What am I doing with this, bro?"
Little, what are they?
You know those oranges with that rubber or whatever. I'm like, man, I haven't played with this since 4th grade. Whatever.
Yeah. The ones that go sky high. The ones that go
I'm like, man, what are you doing, Shannon? He just goes, "Oh, well, we know who's been naughty. Here you go. Here's the coal for you. Thank you, Shannon."
All right.
But anyway, the 12, his party.
Did you make it to the Flips Christmas party?
That's what I'm saying. That was last. I didn't have it hadn't happened this year yet.
I didn't make it either. It was 2 Sundays ago.
Oh, was it that early? Because it's usually not till like right about now.
No, it was 2 Sundays ago. It wasn't last Sunday. It was Sunday before because I tried to get anyone to go with me and I couldn't. I had a hall pass and couldn't make it happen.
Wow.
I was wide open.
Yeah, I was too. I didn't get a call. Ben, you get a call? I didn't get a text. You didn't get a text, Ben? I didn't get a text.
I think No, phone's on loud over here.
That's how it is. That's how he does it. See, man. See, you really ain't his friend. See, he ain't really there with you. He ain't really there with you.
You got the same invite I got.
And we already talked about if he wasn't busy on Christmas Eve, we were going to get Gino's Pizza at noon. We already talked about it. They're playing the Chiefs. We already talked about making reservations already.
I love it. All right, fellas. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll talk to you guys both tomorrow, and I'll see you tonight, Ben, for some beers and cats.
Yes, sir. All right, boys. Cheers. Have a good one, yeah?
You too.
HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go Big Red.
You see what I did with people. See what I did with y'all.